Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more Aeons in. Today we're playing against the Carapace Queen as Mist. So the Carapace Queen, on the back here, we do have some lore. I'll go ahead and read the lore, and then we'll talk about setup. The Carapace Queen, the mother of husks, the swarm daughter. All these dread names we have chosen in our vain attempts to comprehend this creature. But of all the nameless, the queen has brought the most ruin upon Gravehold. For her armies are vast and lethal, more clockwork things than beasts. There is a saying about the husks: to kill one is to breed six. Only when the queen retreats through the void do they relent, left to twitch and expire on the cave floor, among the bodies of those they have overcome. After each siege, weeks are spent shoveling up the metallic scraps, which are carried deep into the bowels of the cave. There they are heaped in formless piles, their countenances unchanged in death beyond their stillness in dim eyes. Set up, place the husk track next to the map, place two husks into play on the first two space of the husk track, which we'll go over here in a second. She's got 60 health. She was a difficulty of 3. So her unleash is place two husks into play. Additional rules: each husk is a minion that has 1 life. When a husk is placed into play, place it to the next available space on the husk track. When a player deals damage to a husk, that player may suffer 1 damage to distribute the damage dealt over multiple husks. So if we do like 3 damage, I guess we can take 1 damage to do it to 3, which I was kind of wondering how that works. When Carapace Queen has 15 husks in play and must place another into play, Gravehold suffers 1 damage instead. So, I don't understand that one, because if you read her little board here, the husk track, it says at the bottom that if she gets 13 plus, the players lose. So I don't know how that works, but I don't know. So when the Carapace Queen swarms, count the number of husks in play and resolve the following. 0 to 3, place 4 husks into play. 4 to 6, any player discards a prep spell, place 2 husks into play. Gravehold suffers 5 damage. The player with the lowest life suffers 3 damage. Discard a husk, and the players lose at the bottom. But 1, so 3, 6, 10, 12, 15. I guess swarming. Don't know what swarming is. Maybe it's something in the deck. I didn't look at any of her cards because I wanted it to be a secret. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's something in the deck. So we'll see. So yeah, we got our husk tokens here, which we're actually going to use tokens because you have to keep track. And then we're going to be playing as Mist. The mages, they all think me brave, their closest substitute to Thraxir. His death was like all the others, swift and cruel. It is true, I have waited in the fire of the breach 3 times. Each time I have left splinters of myself behind, little shreds ripped from the bleeding soul. Though many beasts have been quieted by my blade, I must confess each one of them has scared me more than the last. I am not brave, not like Thraxir, not like Brahma. I simply do this because it was asked of me. I fight not truly for Gravehold alone, but selflessly. I would risk everything for the hope of leaving this place. I was made a dagger captain and taught the sister words to the wield the breach, but I am no different than anyone here, scared, desperate, and willing to die for an opportunity to once again be alive. And she's starting hand is 1 garnet, 3 crystal, 1 spark. Starting deck, 3 crystal, 2 spark, and her ability is draw 4 cards, which will be very helpful. So we are ready to go to the races. Oh, and I forgot our market here is Jade, Searing Ruby, Clouded Sapphire. I didn't change our gems. I didn't change our Relics, Blasting Staff, and Flexor. The only thing I changed was spells to kind of switch it up, which I feel like Lava would be very good against her, but unfortunately, I didn't want to use the same spell twice. be that guy. We'll try it with these. We might lose. Who knows? So we have Amplify Vision again, Planar Insight, Feral Lightning, and Essence Theft, which if we buy them, I'll go over them. All right, now we can go. Ooh, Carapace Queen starts first. I forgot she starts with 2. So she's gonna go. Bleed Static, Power 3. The player with the most prep spells suffers 2 damage. There's no way to discard that. Next turn, us. So Garnet Shard, gain 1 money, or cast any player's prep spell. So we're going to prep a spark. We're going to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 money. We're going to use 4 to buy an Amplify Vision. Amplify Vision, focus your closed breach with the lowest focus cost. Deal 2 damage. If all your breaches are open, deal 1 additional damage. Five. All right. Next. Draw turn. Her turn. Carapace Queen swarms. So place 4 husks into play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very cool. Next draw. Our turn. So we're going to hit a husk for 1. We're going to prep a spark. We're going to use our 3 money. Well, I'm going to use 2 of them to draw Jade and keep a spark in crystal. Got 2 more turns. So first turn, we're going to spark a husk. And then we will spark or prep another spark. We're going to use 3 crystals to focus and keep 1. Back to our turn again. Spark a husk. Going to prep Amplify Vision. And then use 2 to open our second breach. And then prep a spark. And then Garnet Shield, we can cast any player's prep spell, which we are. We're going to do it to Amplify Vision. Focus your closed breach with the lowest focus cost. Be this one. Deal 2 damage, which we're going to do to the Queen, taking her down to 58. And then we draw 5. Put all this stuff back in the bag so we can draw. Us. Going to spark a husk. Gonna prep a spark. We're going to use Jade and 2 crystals and another crystal for 5. So we have 5. I'm gonna get an Essence Theft. Cast, deal 3 damage. You may discard a card in hand. If you do, any player gains 1 life. Draw 5. Oh, that was 4. Need 1 more here. Our Garnet Shield, or Shard. Her turn. Place a husk into play for each turn order card in the turn order discard pile, which is 2. 2, I need to reread this. When a player deals damage to a husk, when a husk is placed into play, place it in the next available slot. And her unleash, she hasn't unleashed yet. Okay. Interesting. So did we draw her card? Yeah, we did. Place a husk into play and take damage. Yeah. Yes, we did. Okay. Next. Our turn. Going to spark a husk. Gonna prep a spark, I think. I'm gonna then use Garnet Shard to, well, actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna use it for the money. We have 4 money. I'm gonna buy an Amplify Vision. So you can draw 5. Her turn. Player with the most prep spells suffers 2 damage. That takes us to 8. So we have a prep spell. Brood Womb. If there is at least 1 husk in play, prevent all damage dealt to this minion. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. We have 2 turns. So he can't deal damage as long as there's a husk. So we need to get rid of him. I'm going to spark a husk. Prep an amplified vision. Prep a spark. We have 4 money. We're going to buy a feral lightning. Which feral lightning is, this spell may be prepped up to a closed breach without focusing it. Deal 3 damage. Draw 5. We have 1 more turn. I'm going to spark 1. And then does that damage let me put it on her or just multiple husks? Just multiple husks. Well, we kind of have to do that. And there's just 1 though. Focus your closed breach with the lowest focus cost. And then deal 2 damage. We're going to get rid of that last husk. Going to prep an Essence Theft and a Spark. We're going to use 3. Actually, yeah, we're going to use 3. Or am I? Yeah, we're going to use 3 to open our 3rd breach. Turn order again. Our turn. We're going to spark him for 1. And then Essence Theft him to 4. So he needs 1 more damage, unfortunately. Gonna prep a Spark and an Amplified Vision. We have 3 money remaining. I'm gonna actually discard 1 from our Essence Theft to heal 1. And then we have 2 money. I'm gonna buy a Jade. Yeah, buy a Jade. All up to our hand size. His turn. So place a husk into play. Carapace Queen swarms twice. Oh boy. Putting 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or the player suffers 4 damage. Okay, we're definitely going to do that. We're going to just take 4 damage. I didn't read the second part. I was like, I thought it was going to say something else. We're definitely going to take the damage. That is a lot of husks. Called infest for a reason. Our turn. I'm going to spark the brood and kill it for 1. Oh, wait, and I got to spark the husk. Spark the husk. And then amplify vision him, allowing us to focus and killing him. Going to prep and amplify vision, a spark, and a feral lightning. We have 3. What can I do with 3? I'm going to give us a charge and keep 1. Her turn. Unleash twice, which puts 4 into play. Need to start doing damage to her. The player with the most prep spells discards their most expensive prep spell, which is Feral Lightning. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We have 2 more turns. So first turn, we're going to spark 1 husk. I think I'm just going to use sparks for that, and then amplify vision will do damage to her. So it allows us to focus, and then we can deal, we're on this space, 3 damage, knocking her down to 55. Going to prep a spark. My cat turned on the laser light, so if you see a laser, that's the laser light. We have 4 money. What can I do with 4? We're going to open our last breach. Our last turn here, we're going to spark a husk, prep an essence theft. We've got 5 money. Going to get another essence theft. Put all the turns back in. Her turn. Foul multitudes. Husks have 2 life. Oh, this is a power. Immediately. Okay, so Husk have 2 life. Damage Husk, heal to full life at each turn. Immediately unleash. Okay. And then power 3, Carapace, she will swarm. Very cool. So the swarming, what's that do? Where's the swarm at? Oh, when Carapace Queen swarms, count the number of Husk in play and resolve the following. Oh, it's all the effects. Oh. Okay, that's what I was kind of looking for. Well, that's not good. Okay, next turn. Our turn. Going to we pretty much have to. I'm going to hit her for 3. Hit her for 52. And this is our hand. We had a lot of prep. Amplify vision. Feral lightning. Spark. Give us with our Jade, give us a charge. Our turn. I forgot to draw. We're going to spark for 2, 1 husk. We're going to feral lightning her for 4, taking her down to 38. We're going to amplify visioner, so 3. All of our breaches are open, so 4 damage, taking her down to 44. Going to prep and amplify vision, and then we have 4 money. Gonna get 2 jade. Actually, no, I'm gonna get a searing ruby. Gain 2 money, gain an additional money that can only be used for spells. Oh, forgot to draw a card. Not a good hand. I don't like it. Our turn, we're going to amplify vision her again for 4, taking her down to 40. Prep the spark, obviously. We have 5 money. We have 5 money. We're going to buy a essence theft. And draw up to 5. Good hand there. Our turn, we're going to spark a husk for 2, because it's on the +1 damage slot. Prep 2 essence theft, 2 sparks, and we've got 2. I'm going to use 2 to gain a 3rd charge. And we know it's going to be her turn. Power goes down. To discard, lose 4 charges. Power 2, Carapace Queen Swarms. Unleash Carapace Queen Swarms. Oh my, we have blot the sun. We have got to get rid of that. Luckily, I've been getting some charges, and it's got a power of 2. Not good. We could possibly... Oh, that's not what we wanted. We could have a very terrible next turn. But we'll find out. Unleash twice. Putting 4 husks down. Any player suffers 2 damage. Takes us down to 3. Not what we want either. Come on, do not pull red. Whew. I did forget to draw for my hand size. It's only 4. I need 1 more. Alright. We do have to get a charge, so 2 crystals to gain our 4th charge, and then immediately get rid of it to get out, blot the sun. We're going to... Man, found multitudes is very unfortunate. We're going to get rid of a theft, 2 thefts to get rid of 2. And then we can discard 2 cards, which we are, to gain 2 health. We're going to use 2 sparks to get rid of another one. And prep and amplify vision. A lot of money. We need some spells, though. Her turn. This goes off. Carapace Queen Swarms. So first things first. 4 husks. And then any player discards prep spell, place 2 husks into play. And then Gravehold suffers 5 damage. Owie. Alright, we have 3 turns. Need to do some damage here. So first turn, we're going to prep and amplify vision and use 5, 6 to buy a planar insight. Deal 2 damage, deal 1 additional damage for each of your open breaches. We're going to keep a crystal. Need 1 more. Next turn, I'm going to amplify vision for 4 damage, and we are going to take a damage to split it, getting rid of 4. Going to prep an essence theft as well as a spark and gain a charge. Last turn, we're going to spark 1. We're going to essence theft 4. I am going to take the damage, but then I'm going to discard a card, discarding a crystal to heal 1, so I'll just stay at 4. So for 4, get rid of 4 husks. Prep and essence theft. We have 4 money. We're going to buy a blasting staff. You may cast a prep spell that you prepped this turn. If you do, that spell deals 2 additional damage. Our turn. Going to essence theft for 4, taking her down to 36. And I am going to get rid of our garnet shard to heal 1. Prep essence theft, feral lightning, and 2 sparks. End our turn. Our turn again. So we're going to spark. I'm going to spark the last husk, and then I'm going to spark her for 1. Feral lightning for 4, taking her down to 31. And then essence theft for 4, taking her down to 27. And then we can heal 1 if we discard. Going to discard a crystal to heal 1, taking us to 6. Prep a planar insight and an amplify vision. We have 5 money. Going to buy an essence theft. We draw 5. 5. Per turn. Any player places their discard pile on top of their deck, shuffles it, then destroys the top 4 cards. So we get shuffle. One, two, three, 4. Losing our sparks, a crystal, and our garnet. They are gone. Then unleash twice. Getting her 4 husks. Kind of sucks losing our sparks. That actually does hurt. Those were pretty good for her husks. Oh, this was our hand, by the way. She goes again. Unleash twice. The player with the most open breaches destroys 4 cards in hand or suffers 4 damage. We will destroy 2 crystals, a spark, and an essence theft. And keep the amplify vision. We've got 2 turns, so first turn, amplify vision for 4. We're going to take a damage to split it, getting rid of 4 husks. Planar vision for 2 damage for 3, plus 1 additional for each open breach, so 4. 7 damage to her, taking her down to 20. Prep and amplify vision, and then our turn. Last turn, we're going to amplify vision for 4, taking her down to 16. Going to prep an essence theft, and then we have 5 money. Going to buy a essence theft, try to replace what we lost. Turns go back in. Her turn. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 4 damage, taking us down to 21. I did forget to draw. Our turn. Cast our essence theft. We are going to take a damage to split it for 4. And then we can discard 1. I am going to discard our Jade to heal 1. And then prep an essence theft and a feral lightning. And then we have blasting staff. You may cast a prep spell that you prepped this turn. If you do, that spell deals additional 2 damage. We're going to do it for feral lightning. So 4, 5, 6. Taking her down to 10. Searing Ruby gives us 3. Going to buy a flexing dagger with it. The next time you focus or open a breach this turn, it costs 3 less, or destroy this, deal 1 damage. Our turn again. Going to essence theft for 4. Putting her at 6. Going to... Oh, we're just going to prep planar insight, 2 amplify visions, and an essence theft. We're going to use the Jade to heal 1 from our essence theft, ending our turn. 5. Per turn. Doom Aegis. We got to spend 7, power 1. The player with the most charges suffers 4 damage and loses all their charges. We're definitely not going to be spending 7, but we can kill her. We've got 2 turns, so first turn, we already know we can kill her. We're just going to cast 2 Amplify Visions, Planar Insight, and Essence Theft to completely overkill her. And that is the Carapace Queen. They actually have her rated a little bit higher. The Rageborn is 2, and she is set up as 3. But really, I actually feel like the Rageborn, because he's like so direct with his damage, I actually feel like he is a lot harder myself. But you know what? That's what they rated her. But thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.